What is the purpose, size, and the timing of the rights issue?
The rights issue will be approximately 2,500 crores. And the timing is, of course, we cannot say now because it will depend upon several factors, including SEBI. The purpose of this rights issue is to augment the capital funds of the bank, the tier 1 capital funds of the bank, and in order and to increase the tier 1 from whatever it is currently to about 8% at least throughout the tenure of the honorable governor.
What would you like to say about the performance of treasury operations?
The treasury operations it reflects the state of the market. I'm afraid that in this quarter, that is the quarter that has gone by, second quarter, treasury operations have not shown very promising results, partly because of the fact that the GSEC yields have been at a much higher level throughout, and therefore trading profits have been somewhat muted. The treasury is now trying to expand into other asset classes. I think they have been now started dealing in corporate bonds, and I think that is a good thing. We've also now set up a merchant banking subsidiary called Sen Financial Services, CSF, which has since got the SEBI's Merchant One classification, Merchant One Category 1 Merchant Banker classification. And that company will have a number of verticals: loan and equity syndication, financial advisory services, mergers and acquisition advisory, and so on and so forth. So that will be they'll work closely with the bank in order to be able to provide a whole range of and more services to existing customers than that we have been providing so far.
How has been the progress in numbers on the non-fund based business?
Non-fund based business has been a good has been identified as a thrust area for us because that doesn't involve the lending and then haggling over the interest rate. So the performance now in fact now there's a determined drive to improve our non-fund based business. We are in fact trying to monitor what is to get at least proportionate share of the credit that we have extended to the company. At least proportionate share of the forex business should come to the country. And I think the performance is just now showing results.
How much successful has been your short-term loan scheme?
No, the short-term loan scheme was introduced last year. In fact, that scheme is now, in a sense, cannot be used very much now because that of the base rate circular has come of RBI, whereby you cannot lend below the base rate. The short-term loan was a product meant to address the flight of good customers who went away to mutual funds and others in order to access who wanted short-term funds. And this was a very cost-effective way for them. In order to compete, otherwise we are losing business to the other banks. In order to retain that business, we into the short-term loan product, it was quite successful. Obviously, most of the short-term loans by very nature are unsecured, and that is why they would necessarily be only short-term.